So, as there are two sides to every person, Lumberton is not only the only city that is responsible for my upbringing. There's another small city not too far, and it's called Red Springs. I spent a lot of time here as a kid, and I haven't been here a lot lately, but I want to see if we can score a few nostalgia points. So enjoy this ride with me. Red Springs, y'all.
Who you riding with?
B-E-M-I-C.
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 Now, I don't know what the population is for Red Springs. I'll probably throw it up on the screen. So it's not a really highly populated town. Now, this area was also devastated by the same flood we was talking about in Lumberton. I don't know the extent, but I do know they got hit pretty bad too. The tale of Red Spring, I imagine, is similar to that of Lumberton. There are people trying to bounce back, and I hope they do just that. My paternal grandmother lived here in Red Springs, and so did my great-grandfather, which I looked as my grandfather. And man, there's some memories coming back just going down this road. There was a shopping center we used to go to, and I want to say that there was a little store here on the right-hand side that we used to go to. Probably before that, Family Dollar was there. There was a little corner store that we used to go to, and it was probably. And the memory I remember with that is, it was the first time I ever went to a store and paid for something myself. Not with my money, of course. My granddaddy gave me some money, and he was like, here, pay for your candy or pay for whatever. So I put the money on the counter, and I walked, and he was like, no, you gotta wait for the change. He was just teaching me little things like that, and those kind of memories come back as I ride past this area, because this area is very nostalgic. So up ahead here, this building, this little small building, was the barbershop that I used to go to. Council's barbershop. Yeah, I used to get my hair cut there when I was a little kid. I had a special relationship with my great-grandfather, and I remember walking these streets, going to the store. We would walk everywhere, and I was happy to be there to hold his hand and go with him. Yeah, these are the apartments that my grandfather stayed in. And Westgate Terrace. Okay. My grandfather, he stayed in that apartment right there. This has all been rebuilt. And the reason it was rebuilt is because there was a fire here. Fire was uncontrollable, and my dad was upstairs asleep. My grandfather was downstairs. Going up the stairs, the stairway was engulfed with flames. And unbeknownst to my grandfather, my dad had jumped out the window from the second story on the back end. My great-granddaddy, in attempts to rescue my dad or wake my dad from his slumber, walked through the flames and was severely burned. Now, as a kid, you can imagine, I darling my grandfather, man. I thought the world of him. After a while, I didn't see the burns anymore. I didn't see the flames. I didn't see the damage that was done. I just saw my grandpa and future biker right there. Now, my grandfather, of course, survived the flame. He was severely burned, but he survived, and went on to live for many years after that. I had my cousin stayed over here on this side, and funny story. I'm playing with my cousins, and my parents are all over here. Lady in C her screen door, or her screen on her door was open. It was kicked in. So I I was playing with some kids, and she had just cleaned her floor. She threw some dirt out. I went and grabbed some dirt and threw it back in the window and ran. And it was the only beating my dad ever gave me for doing that. So, kind of funny story, man. But anyway, let's get on. I remember some other crazy stuff. I had my first drink of beer over here. It was given to me by my dad. Yeah, my dad gave me a drink of beer. You know, he was drinking with his friends, and he said, hey, it's not going to hurt him. Everybody knows that grandma's house is always the headquarters in every family. And my grandmother stayed right here. Another funny story I have. My uncles, my uncles and my dad and all of his brothers, they were all having a huge cookout, gathering party / whatever, shindig in this backyard. And all of a sudden I remember my grandmother telling all the kids, go in the house, get in the house, get in the house. And what was going on is she sensed that a fight was about to break out. And sure enough, there was a fight about to break out. My uncles and them, they were scrapping. I wanted to come out here and see the fight, but my grandma was like, no, get back in the house, get back in the house. That was one of the funniest fights I ever seen, because you ever see a bunch of people who, you know, had a few beers too many, they can't fight worth nothing, they just swing. It was hilarious though.
So until next time, you know how we do. Ride your ride. Peace.